Welcome to Cutting the Caboose and my weekly weight loss update. How are you doing? Today we're talking about, let's see, a little status update from me, Keto Diet, this week's weekly weight loss challenge, so stay tuned. Cardio day today with a little bit of glutes. My bum is just not happening, and one of my favourite video bloggers, Steph Sanjati, you should check out her channel by the way, she's just had some bum implants. No, she's had a Brazilian butt lift. And oh my god, it already looks phenomenal. I'll be taking that to my surgeon in a few weeks and saying, this, please, I want a Sanjati. 3 weeks today, I will be recovering from having my new face, or at least part of my new face. I'm having a neck lift, eye bag removal, and also I'm speaking to the surgical team. We're consulting all my other procedures, the body lift, the abdominal etching and implants, the buttock implant, weighing up the pros and cons of implants versus fat grafting. I'm still thinking implants is going to be the way to go, just because of my weight and because of the surgery I've had. So that's all happening. That's going to be a fun video blog. Cats, for those who are keeping score, the cats are cool. We're a week on, they're now purring and happy and friendly. Not quite lap cats yet, but they're out, they're playing, they're being touched a lot. Hooray for the cats. Going back to the surgery, you know, my original plan was this year, surgery. I'm not sure if that's going to be the approach I'm going to follow now. A, from a work point of view, even though I'm technically my own boss, is my business, I still have clients that I'm responsible to, and I have to make sure that they're looked after, and I'm not sure if I can take months of the year off, to be honest with you. I'm going to have to juggle that, and I can do a lot of, look, I can work from the hospital, I can work remotely, but I do have to plan that out. On reflection, it may be better that I do my surgeries over a longer period of time. It'll also help allowing for a little more time for recovery and what have you. It may not all be happening this year, and as such I may not be getting ready to compete next year. That might be postponed a bit. We shall see. My weight loss is 3 pounds down, which is about right. I'm happy with that. Oh, here's an interesting little update you may be into. I'm going to do a new series on the truth about, and you know, all these like faddy diets, and I know I've touched on these a few times. Well, I'm going to dig a little deeper into these various fad diets, this scammy bullshit that we see all the time, like herbal whatever and Life Max and V's juice and that what have you, all of that crap. I'm going to give you the facts about those. In fact, I'll be giving you some facts about the keto diet a little later. And so there we go. If you like what I do, if you like my channel, if you're interested in joining in on this weight loss journey and all the trans and every other thing that I put out, hit that subscribe button, hit that alarm bell so you can be kept up to date of what's going on. That would be super cool. So I'm about to get to the gym. It's time to get sweaty. And we've parked. Cool transition time. See you after the sweaty bits. It's time to go home. I want to talk about the keto diet that everyone is losing their minds over at the moment. And also another weight loss challenge coming up after this. I worked my glutes. I'm going to start taking pictures of my body just so that everyone can see progress and I can see progress. And I'll start off with some before and now pictures. The before pictures are really bad, by the way. Right, the keto diet. Keto. Everyone is going crazy at the moment, it seems, for the keto diet. I'm getting Facebook messages, Twitter messages, messages arriving from parachutes. Seriously, everyone's going bonkers about this new diet. Do you know why? Because it works a little bit. And this is the problem with every new fad diet ever, and the keto is a fad diet, is that if people who go on it and stick to it will lose weight, and you lose quite a lot of weight. Problem is you can't stick to it, and that's true of all of these fad diets. Now, to give you some background, the keto diet it's a low carb diet. A lot of these diets have aimed to do the same thing. Low carbohydrates, so your body becomes ideally more efficient at burning fat. You go into a form of ketosis. It's called keto acid or something. I can't remember the name, I should have written it down, but I'm driving and reading while driving is bad. Now, there have been countless diets, as I said. Atkins was one. I think there was an old version of Slimming World Red, which was a low carb diet. Low carb is low carb is low carb. And they might repackage it and tweak it and change a few things around, but all low carb diets do the same thing, and that's basically no carbs. or certainly no refined sugars, no carbohydrates, no bread, things like that. And that's fine for about 2 or 3 weeks, and you will lose a ton of weight in 2 or 3 weeks. Everyone's like, oh my God, it's amazing, it works. But here's the problem. Here's what else will lose a ton of weight in 2 or 3 weeks. Chopping off your head. Taping up your mouth, cutting your legs off. There are 1,000 things that you can do to lose weight rapidly. I know that sounds glib, but that's kind of what we're talking about here. This is a very short-term success. If you look at the statistics for the keto diet, or any abstinence diet like that, the long-term statistics are abysmal. And that's because you can't stick to them. So all these people telling you, keto diet, it's amazing, it's amazing, it's amazing. Been around forever, it's nothing new, it's just a repackaged version of things you've seen before, despite what the marketing will tell you, and you cannot stick to it. And the biggest problem that all these diets have, every single damn one of them, is they're bad for you because they make you obsess about food. You aren't on a normal diet, you aren't eating normally like the rest of your friends are. You're like a bodybuilder that's going into prep. Eat healthy, don't diet, don't do any of these fad diets. Just forget about dieting and eat healthily. Use a bit of portion control. Eat whatever you want in sensible proportions, and you're going to be fine. You don't need all of that bullshit. So yeah, keto diet, seriously, chuck it in the bin. It's crap like every other fad. And all the people, I want to say all, that someone's going to prove me wrong, but the vast majority of people, we're talking, 99% of the people who do the keto diet will put back every single pound they lose within a few months. Stop dieting. Stop obsessing about being on a diet, which means you're obsessed with food, you get crazy over it, then you fall off the diet, and then everything goes to shit because you've fallen off the diet. Do you see what I mean? Let's talk about this week's challenge. Now I'm curious, how did you do with last week's challenge? Last week's video was a ropey one. How did you do? Did you stick to it? Did you manage it? Leave your comments below. This week's challenge. And I've got like 100 of these lined up, by the way, so stay tuned for these, because every week I'm going to do a new one. And a few of you are enjoying it, and I'm doing it, it's great. This week's, no 0 days, this week's challenge is skip the adverts. When I say skip the adverts, I don't actually mean fast forward them if you're on Sky Plus or TiVo or whatever. Every time a commercial break comes in, which may suck if you're in America, that may be every other one if you're in America, every time the adverts come on, get up, jump, do 10 air squats, go up and down a flight of stairs, do 1 exercise, do 5 push-ups, just do something every time the adverts come on a TV show. Every time. Try it. You will burn a ton of calories, and watch how much weight you lose if you start doing that. Honestly, it's something I do, a variation of it, by doing hourly movement, which we talked about last time. Every time the adverts come on, go up the stairs. Stand up. Do something to move. Don't just sit there on the couch for hours. Move. I'm dying to know how this one works out. It's a little bit adventurous, I know. What I'm trying to do, just to, you're new to the channel, and it is the first time you've seen one of these, is every time I do a weight loss update, every week I set a new challenge which will help myself and everybody else lose weight. It's like a little weight loss goal. So that's this week's. Skip the adverts for no 0 days. And if you do that for 7 days, boom, no 0 days ticked. No 0 days, again, if you're new to the channel, every day set a goal, and at the end of the day, you've achieved a goal. That's the principle of no 0 days. I'm doing a separate video on it because a few people are asking. That's my challenge. That's a little update. Banging it out today. Fast video. I'm trying to get my videos down to like 8 or 9 minutes, make them faster and more. Boom, 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 boom. Thank you very, very much for watching. I hope you found this useful and entertaining, and I will see you all in the very next show. Please like, comment, share, subscribe, favorite, all the Facebook and YouTube things. I love you all very much. Bye. Mwah.